Welcome to Absolute Legends. I am Funfus, I am Pete, I am back, and today we'll go over some more hidden fragrances that are giving massive compliments, but also completely under the radar from quite a lot of this. Some of these I've spoken about before, but these are some big time hitters. So this one is the people who maybe sometimes I've got like two niche ones in here, but the rest of them are reasonably priced. And if you want to smell amazing, you don't break the bank too often. I obviously say there is a couple of niche in here, but in general, these ones smell amazing. So as always, we're going to crack onto this list. Let's talk about some amazing fragrances that smell amazing. Right, this is in no particular order. This one is a relatively cheap fragrance. It's came out in 2020 and did Olivier Crest. This is Mercedes-Benz Select Day. This one is absolutely stunning. This one is one of those fresh fragrances, but it's like almost like a Prada fragrance. It smells clean, lavender style, fresh. But it's got citrus, sage, sea notes, spices, and some woods. This, like I say, came out 5 years ago. Now, Select Night does get a lot of attention, and for good reason. It does smell like Bleu de Chanel. This one smells more like a Prada fragrance, and it smells phenomenal. Decent performer. This gives me about 6+ hours off my skin. So again, for a fresh fragrance, I don't expect like 12+ hours and beast mode. No, I expect reasonable amount, but that's okay for me. I think that's an absolute perfect amount of time for it. I paid, I think, 40 to 50 quid, and give around that sort of price. Now, if there's anyone being discontinued, I'm not sure. I think most of these are all like, there might be one of that might be a bit. This one is the only other one that might be discontinued at some point, and I don't know when, because sometimes this is not easy to find. So whether or not it's been discontinued, I don't know. But smelling amazing, and this one is a perfect one to start for spring. So this is another hidden gem. This is Mercedes-Benz Select Day. Right, this next one came out in 2011, and this one is an absolute hidden gem. This comes from a house that pretty much no one talks about apart from maybe one. This one, for me, is all about, if you want to smell like Creed Silver Mountain Water, but on a very cheap, this is Louis Cardin Incredible Homme. This one smells amazing. This is very clean, fresh, sexy. Green notes, orange, woods, a touch of leather in here, and musk and the florals in here. This one is an absolute beaut. I will not lie. This smells absolutely stunning. I do have Silver Mountain Water upstairs, and I will still gravitate towards this. And the reason I do that is because this performs better than Creed. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It performs better than Creed. This one is amazing. It's perfect for any time, any place in the world, but particularly good for spring. And it does gain a lot of compliments. Everyone needs to get his compliments, so I'm just making it as a general point. This one, should really try and find this one. It's a massive hidden gem, and it smells phenomenal. Good longevity of 7 hours of my skin. So again, it's not beast mode, but it still smells fantastic. So my second one is Louis Cardin Credible. Right, this next one is the other one I think might be discontinued. Now, I will have a look at it and I'll check out and put links in the description box if I find one. If not, try and find it on eBay, because this one is from a line that pretty much no one talks about. And this from the world of our mind. This is Eau d'Armes. This has come out in 2014. So yeah, it's been out for a while. And the atomizer is ridiculous. So mandarin orange, bergamot, ginger, patchouli, vetiver, and a little touch of cardamom. This is a sexy, spicy, beautiful fragrance. I think most people, the whole, there's Paul Arm, there's the Noir one, and this one, and there's a Cedar one, and I think there's one more. All of them are amazing. They're really criminally underrated, and if you've got any of them, or all of them, like I have, you will know how good these are. So please find this one. This is a sexy, light, woody, aromatic fragrance with a touch of spice in here. Very, very perfect for springtime, especially if it's a slightly cooler day. Works amazingly well. So for me, this one needs to be on people's radar. Now, if I can find a link for you, I will do. But if not, try and find this one. Real hidden gem. This is Armani Eau d'Armes. Right, we're up in the game, and this came out 23 years ago. Now, that's a long time ago. This is another one that is pretty much so far under the radar, it's absolutely insane. And it's from a big house as well. People just don't remember it, although because there was some bigger hits out there. But this from 2002, this is Creed Himalaya. This one is gorgeous. Now, obviously, it was done by Oliver Creed and Erwin Creed, which obviously they were the main people in the film house. And this one, it's very, very fresh, clean, sexy fragrance. It's got cerulean lemon, bergamot, grapefruit. It's got sandalwood, musk, ambergris, and some cedar notes in here. This one really is amazing, and I do get a decent performance out. Now, whether or not it's because it is aged quite a bit, I've had this about 5 years now, and it smells really good now. And I mean, it's aged beautifully. This one gives me about 8 hours off my skin for a fresh, clean fragrance with citrus that doesn't normally last that long. Now, this also applies to the fact that if you look after your fragrances, carve them in sunlight, you've got to store them properly. This does make a huge difference. They age really well. If they don't, if you're in the sunlight and they break down the molecules and it doesn't work so well. But great little one, criminally underrated, and it smells phenomenal. And the compliments from this one is ridiculous. Forget Creed Aventus, this one is good, does a good enough job as well. So my next one is Creed Himalaya. Right, so this is an absolute cheapy gem. This is a great one from 2016 from the house of Lalique. And obviously people go, oh, it's Encre Noir or it's Encre Noir Sport. No, it's not. This is L'Aramis. This is gorgeous. This is a rum with basil. Now, doesn't smell like it should do, but it smells amazing. Chloe sage, lavender, patchouli, woods, black pepper. It has got some spices to it, and it does smell a bit more older style fragrance. This smells more like the 90s with the way it's put together. And this one ran me 30 quid. And this one lasts about 9 to 10 hours. So in terms of like the house, Lalique's doing some amazing stuff, and their premium line is really good. But some of these cheaper ones, obviously like Encre Noir and Encre Noir Sport and all those ones, these ones kind of don't get the love. And this one particularly doesn't get the love. Now, if you're over the age of 30, you will absolutely love this one. I think it's absolutely amazing. So try and find this one because it is an absolute hidden gem, and you'll definitely get some attention if you're an older gentleman from this one. So this is Lalique L'Aramis. Right, this next one came out in 2012, and this one is a secret weapon that I wear to the gym. I'm not gonna lie, this one does an absolute number, and it's sub 20 quid. So this one is called Guess Blue Eau de Toilette. This one is about cardamom, black pepper. It's clean, it's fresh, but it's also like kind of a spiciness in it. It is moss, it's cashmere wood, geranium. It smells a little bit oceanic with some spicy nuances. It's a blue fragrance with a touch of spice. That's the best way I can describe this one. Smells fantastic, and it doesn't perform monstrously well, but 5 hours off this one, and I'm okay with that because for the 5 hours, you do smell amazing. It smells fantastic. If you're over 25 and you don't want too sweet of a blue fragrance, because a lot of fragrances right now are very, very sweet. This one isn't, and this one, like I say, for 20 quid, just reapply it because you're not going to get through a 100ml bottle that quickly unless you are hammering it every day. Amazing one to find, and it's a great compliment, Garrett. So try this one out. It's another great one to find. This is Guess Blue Eau de Toilette. Right, this next one came out in 2020, and this one is an absolute juggernaut. This is a beast of a weapon. It doesn't perform well, I will say this, but in terms of what it smells like, it smells super, super gentlemanly. Smell very fine and very good. This is John Valvados XX Artisan. This is a really amazing fragrance. Now, again, this is a 125ml bottle, but it smells so good. Bitter orange bergamot. It's also got vetiver in here, which is that creamy, grassy type. Cedar, musk, bit geranium as well, and some Szechuan pepper. touch of spice. Now, there's one thing I will say is some of these, I do try and like have a bit of spice in the bluer fragrances. I think they smell a lot better. It's such a nice little thing, maybe a bit of cardamom, ginger, something like that, and this will make it work amazing. It's only going to be 5 hours of performance, which isn't great, but I still think it's criminally underrated. It smells amazing and people will notice you for good reasons. Again, if you're over 25s and up, you will love this one. So for me, this is another great one. So this is John Varvatos XX Artisan. Right, last three, and this one is probably one of the most cheapest fragrances I've ever bought. However, it performs well. It gives me 7 hours off my skin. It's sub £10. So if anyone's saying, oh, I can't afford fragrances, yes, you can. It's just, you've got to look at what you can afford. And this one for me is a great one. This is called Yardley Gentleman Classic. This one is absolutely stunning. Oh, yeah. Now, it's got a note of white chocolate in here, which is a really unusual note, but you can smell it. Wildflowers, sandalwood, musk, juniper, and a bit of black pepper. This, again, is a little bit spicy. It's very sexy fragrance. And this gets, like I say, 7 hours off my skin. Bit more refined, and it was for maybe the 25s and overs. Again, that's where I'm thinking it will work. If you're a younger guy and you can rock this, please rock this, because it's such a cheap fragrance and it will do you the power of good. Just, sometimes you always go for that sweet Dior Sauvage type vibes, and it's like sometimes you need to change it up. That's what I'm saying for this. This one is so cheap, really good, and so I would pick this one as well. This is Yardley Gentleman Classic. Right, last two up, and this one came out in 2019, and this one is from a Swedish house I absolutely adore. And also, if you want me to do a full in-depth of what about this house, of the House of Byredo, this is called Sundays. If you want me to do like a bit more of an in-depth one about Byredo, of some of my favorites, let me know in the comments and I'll happily do that for you. But this is very fresh, very clean, and it's got a note of cotton candy, which is a bit unusual. It's got some musk in here, lots of citrus in here, mandarin orange, lemon, neroli, jasmine. This one is one of those fragrances that's super, super unique. This is perfect for maybe a lazy sun weekend. That's kind of where I like to go with this. Or if you're in the office, if you want to smell something a little bit different, still a bit of fun, a bit of playfulness. But it's like a ray of sunshine. And if you can see the colour of that, that is like the sun. That is amazing. So this one, again, a little bit more expensive, but it does perform brilliantly well. I get 8 hours off my skin, which I think is perfectly very good for a niche fragrance. Smells unique, smells really nice, and I really enjoy this one. So one of the more hidden gems in the world of Byredo, because everyone talks about Bal d'Afrique, Gypsy Water, which is another one of my favourites. I think it smells phenomenal. But this one kind of gets left in the dust, and it shouldn't be really. So this is my next one, is Byredo Sun Dazed. Right, last but not least, this is a clone, and I think this one really is a great fragrance. It came out in 2022, a few years ago, and this is from a discontinued fragrance that's getting a little bit harder to find now, from Laura Packer Rabanne. This is Maison Humber Victorioso Legend. This one, for me, is great. Very, very clean. Smells amazing. Spices, geranium, bay leaf, which is, again, a bit unusual. Guaiac wood, grapefruit, mint. And it's one of those fragrances that actually, when I've checked it side by side, it's about 90% the same to Paco Rabanne Invictus Legend. Really good fragrance. This one for me smells phenomenal, and it's dirt cheap. It runs about 20-25 quid. Not expensive more than the Paco Rabanne, which costs now about 90 to 100 quid, because I think it's getting discontinued. Get this one, because honestly, most people will not know the difference. You'll smell fantastic, and an amazing one to finish off with. A marine fragrance, and actually the performance on this isn't bad either. 7 hours off my skin. Great little number. So for me, this is the last one. This is Maison Humber Victorioso Legend. Right, with all those amazing fragrances, it's now time to, I'm running in the center of the day, but make sure you put in the comments if there are any of these that you think are amazing, or what your favorites that are a bit hidden gems that I should know about. Let me know in the comments, but it's always time to tell you what I'm wearing in center of the day. Right, my scent today, and this came out in 2012. It's from a niche house, which, again, this is a unisex one. And this one is a really, really hidden gem one. And this is Ivory Root by Xerjoff. This one is spicy, it's sexy. Yeah, it's really nice. Spices, allspice patchouli, some basil and some sandalwood. Spicy, sexy, and it does get the job done. Now, it was a bit dreary this morning, and now it's come bright. So this one might not be the best one I should have worn this morning, but I went with what it was cloudy and overhung, and it's an English weather, and it just changes, and you know what it's like. But it's always time to let you know what you're wearing in the scent. Let me know in the comments what your scent today is, but mine today is Xerjoff Ivory Root. Right, so there you have it, some amazing fragrances that you can wear. It's going to get compliments, it smells amazing, and honestly some of them are so dirt cheap. Like the Yardley is amazing. It's always in my TikTok and Instagram at Form of Fragrances. And if you've got a top 10 list, a fragrance review or a question, hit me up in the comments. As always, you absolute legends. Smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.